Hello and welcome back to Expert Speaks. As promised, in the month of April, we'll be highlighting amazing entrepreneurial women in all different facets of business. Today, our guest speaker is Ms. Alejandra Ray, owner and operator of Beavers Kitchen located in Chappell, Texas. Her inspiration and rise to excellence will definitely inspire you. She's been the owner and operator of Beavers Kitchen for over 20 years, and her passion for cooking has pretty much started her whole life. So today we'll hear her story and possibly inspire others that are looking to get into the restaurant industry as well. So again, thank you so much for being here, Ms. Alejandra. It is a pleasure.
It's my pleasure.
And so I just want to talk a little bit about, before we get into your story, just talk a little bit about yourself and what actually pursued you or what made you want to pursue this particular career path?
Actually, like I said, I really did not know that I wanted to do this. I had all the dreams, I wanted to do other things, but as I started doing this, I find that it was within me, and I fall in love with food more than I ever thought, and I always think food is more than just food. It's life, it's science, it's art.
Yes. And when you have a passion for that, you're right. You see it more than just food. This is something that makes you happy and causes others to be happy as well. So can you tell me a little bit about how you arrived at owning and operating Beavers Kitchen? How did that even come about?
Oh, wow. Well, I never knew. When I started working there, it wasn't really, like I said, like I wanted to do. But as I started working there, and it was just God.
Yeah.
He put in my heart that I was gonna have a business, and I just fall into looking and trying to make it happen. But like I said, it just happened.
Yeah. So how long were you working for Beavers Kitchen before you transitioned to actually owning that particular restaurant?
I worked for the Beavers for 14 years, and Miss Beavers was such a good teacher. She taught me a lot of things about business. Like I said, I was raw. I was the dishwasher. I didn't know nothing about business. But she saw that I can do it, and she always told me, kitchen is your home. And I said, okay, I might take that. And she was always helping me to learn all those things.
Wonderful. So you all started a friendship, not more than just like an employee-employer type of dynamic. You all actually became friends, and she started to teach you more and more about the business.
Yeah, she was like my mom, I will say. She wanted me to be a Beaver, but I remember when she told me, I was cleaning her house, and she told me, I'm gonna open a restaurant and I want you to work there. And I said, sure, but I thought she was just playing. 3 years went by and I didn't go to work for her. But at the fourth time that she asked me, I went there and started working for her. And we just started working together, and she was so happy that I was there.
Nice. So you said she wanted you to be a Beaver. So that's the last name of the family that started this. She even wanted to induct you into the family.
Yes.
She wanted you to become a Beaver as well. Do you kind of feel like that you now are a Beaver since you're carrying on this restaurant's legacy? I know that you've made it your own, but do you kind of feel as if maybe you're a part of the family?
I know, they passed away, Mr. Beavers last year, Miss Beavers before that. And when they passed away, I really felt like part of, because she told me, when I went there and asked them that I wanted to buy the business, they knew I had no money because I had no money.
Like many of us entrepreneurs starting out, no money, just have a dream and a passion, right?
So, and then when I told her that one of the customers had talked to me, and he told me to come and ask them to buy the restaurant and they will provide the money, and she started crying.
Oh.
She said, this was always for you, never for me.
Oh.
That it was God's plan that you will be the owner of Beavers Kitchen. and she cried that time, and that's when I feel like I'm really part of the family.
Yes.
Because they were more worried about my well-being as a person and be a Christian.
Yeah.
Become a Christian more than the other things. But when she saw that, I said that was God's plan the whole time for me to become the owner of Beavers Kitchen. So that's what I feel part of that.
I love that. And if I want to tie this back to the professional setting and how we operate as leaders, one of the main things that stood out to me was, even though Mrs. Beavers, I apologize, was your boss, she cared more about you as a person, not the work that you were doing and not micromanaging. She just really wanted to make sure that not just your professional life was good, but your personal life was good and that you were growing as a person.
Yes, because when I started working for her in the kitchen, one of the girls that was there, she knew a lot about baking and doing things. I didn't know nothing, And she told me to make bread, and I started making bread, and it didn't rise, so I started throwing all the flour away.
Wait, you threw the flour away because the bread wouldn't rise.
I threw everything away, and the girl said, well, she's throwing a lot of stuff away. And I said, yes, I am. I don't know how to do this. I'm not doing it. And Miss Beavers, I told her, why don't you just stay with her? Because she knows and I don't know. And she was so sweet, and she said, look, I don't care how bad you're doing right now. I believe you're gonna be good. Just keep wasting flour.
Keep wasting flour.
And I did. Right now, even when my bread goes bad, the flour, I said, leave it there. I know how to fix it. I will not throw away no flour because I know it's gonna work one way or the other. But that was how much she trusted that I can do this.
I love it. That may even become a meme. Just keep throwing away the flour. Just keep wasting the flour because you're gonna eventually get there. But that's very inspiring because, like so many individuals within the professionals and the corporate setting, they start out at a task and somebody there is already good at it, right? And it could be a little bit intimidating. Look, just stick with the person that knows how to do it because I look like I'm gonna just keep messing things up. And as you were saying, that even the individual that was more skilled was like, but you just keep throwing away product. But your boss was like, okay, but I know that you're gonna get there. And that's really, really important for us as leaders that are managing other people to really encourage them, even through the transitional period, even through the onboarding period, and even through the time that they're actually learning those skills, because not only did you learn the skill, but you even became a master at it to teach other people, and now you're owning the restaurant. So if that is not inspiration, I don't know what is. But we were just talking about, excuse me, the glitz and glamour of being a CEO or an owner and operator. Can you tell me about some of the challenging aspects of being a business owner?
Yeah, I always say that having a business is like having a baby that never grows up. And a baby needs a lot of attention. And it comes with a lot of effort, sacrifices. And you have to have a passion for it, because if you don't have the passion, you're not gonna make it. Because people think, they tell me, why do you work? You own the business. What do you? I said, look, if I don't, it's not gonna happen. Mm-hmm. If being an owner of a small business, you're your own employee. And I kept in my mind, I heard this phrase before, and it's so true. I was Miss Beavers' best employee. And I heard you can be the best employee for somebody, be the best employee for yourself. So when I became my best employee, and that's where my success came, that I go there early and I'm the last leaving the business, because I want to be sure everything that's okay. So it takes a lot of you, a lot of time, and it's not just being an owner, just be your best employee, because it's gonna take a lot from you.
That's really, really important information. Just want to recap. It could be very challenging to be an amazing or excellent boss, but you have to be an amazing employee, your own best employee.
Yes.
And then you said that they ask you, why do you still work? Oftentimes we have this misconception that once we become a business owner or a CEO or a whatever
Yes.
right? Anything in the C-suite that we no longer have to work, but you also, when it's your own, you work 10 times harder. Like you said, I'm the first one there,
Yes.
and I'm the last one to come out. So it really takes a lot out of you. And then lastly, passion. If you don't have passion for whatever it is that you're doing, then it's not going to manifest and it's not going to work.
No.
I really, really like that. So let me ask you this. Where do you see the restaurant industry going? Because I know that at Beaver's Kitchen, we have, what do you say, chicken fried steak. You can tell them all the things that you have, pies, lovely pies. I'll let you know.
Comfort food.
Yes, you can go and get that. At the end, I'll let you know where you could go and get some of this delicious tasting food. But where do you see this industry going maybe 5 to 10 years from now?
I think I see it going, still enjoying food, but more like, I would say, take it to the quality side of food can be your medicine. It is your medicine, because when you eat healthy, you got good health.
Yes.
And you eat bad, and I'm sorry, but you don't.
Right?
And I'm not saying you never enjoy what you like to eat, but I feel like right now, as I'm been doing this for 30 something years, and I see there's a possibility they eat good, enjoy, and be good for your body and everything. Even though sometimes when I try to change a recipe to a healthy way, it's not as good as I wanted to, but I know it can be. I know it can be. I keep going. I'm like, man, this is
I can make it taste good too. Even though it's good for you, I can make it taste good.
The first part I know is the flavor is coming.
Yes, eventually.
And I think it's gonna be a point when I see it, I read a lot about it, doctors and nutritionists, and they have a way for us to live a healthy life, just eating the right things. And that's one of my dreams.
Yeah.
They write a book.
Okay.
They kind of teach you how to cook, be good, and be healthy.
And be healthy, right? So, although you could get very comforting food at Beaver's Kitchen now, look for it to be on the rise towards more smarter, healthier options for your body to really help you live longer and to feel better throughout that.
Feel better.
To feel better throughout that process, honestly. Do you have any advice to any of the individuals out there that are looking to step into maybe your path as an entrepreneur, also as a woman entrepreneur, because we know that you still have a family, you still have to be a mother, you still have to be superwoman. Do you have any advice to those that are looking to step into the restaurant business?
I feel that you have a dream, let's say restaurant business, and you want to do that, don't give up. It's not gonna be easy, but be very careful not to go, if you have a family, children, not to go so into it right away, because your first goal is to be a mother and be a wife. But I will say never give up on your dreams. It has to be a way to do this. And like I said, it's not gonna be easy. My thing is always said, write it down, even though you throw those notes away later because you don't like them, but write it down every time you think about it. And it might become, it's a dream right now, and it's okay to dream. But one day you may need to, I always say, let's put legs to the dream and make it a goal. When you make it a goal, start moving toward that, your dream. And food, to me, is science, is art. It's more than what you think. It's medicine. And not, to me, when I see food, when I go shopping, when I go to stores, I get excited. Especially when I go to the aisles, I believe in food. Like I look at like a police,
Yes.
shaking everything. But I said, don't give up to your dream. It has to be a way, your own way. My other thing is, do not try to copy anybody. Because if you try to copy me, it's not gonna work.
Be original. Like I can teach you the path, but you have to have that authenticity. You have to be original.
Say, pull it from here. Because like we said, we are spirit, soul, and body, and the God that created us with these passions to do things.
Yes.
When you pull from there, it's gonna happen, because God is gonna be showing you how to do it. But But if you start looking to this right and the left, what is she doing? What is he doing? And trying to copy? It's gonna be hard and it's not gonna work. One of the things that I think that have helped me to be successful, I'm very, very original, and I try to take sometimes people don't like, but that's who I am. And I say when people tell me this and that, I said, no, look, I gotta be myself. Yeah. So if you have a dream, pull from the inside out. Yeah. That's okay to learn. I can learn from you and I can learn from you, but don't try to be like you, because we can learn from each other without trying to copy each other, because we original.
Yes. We
are God's creation and He made us very unique.
Yes.
He made you your way and made me my way, with the passions and the callings. I always think this is one of the biggest things that really keeps me going, is that when God called me to come to this earth, He put within me everything that I need to create the thing that He wants me to create, to help the earth and to help the people around me. That I can be my part and nobody else is gonna do it, because it's just within me and it's just within you. So do not give up to that dream, because it comes from God.
Yes, I love it. I love it. You're gonna make me get emotional here, but
I was about to cry back.
It's okay. You can cry on this show. It's okay. But really having that passion and having that uniqueness and knowing that what somebody else's calling is for them, but your calling is for you, and you have to make sure that you stay within that passion and always be original. I love those words of encouragement as well as advice. And then lastly, is there something in particular that you're just very proud of? I know that you're very humble, but is there anything that you want to mention that you're extremely proud of, that you want to tell everyone about?
I would say yes. When you look back, how do you come out? How do I grow up? When I was a little girl, we were like, I would say, people call it very poor, but poor is just a mental thing. To me, I was always rich. But when I said, okay, I wasn't rich, I guess.
When you look back at it, maybe.
But
in my mind.
But it makes me, when I see my years and see what God has done with my life, even though I don't want to see, like you said, pride is one thing, but I feel good about myself.
Yes.
I feel good that I started with nothing. And now I see what God has, even when I drive a new car, when I see my house, I was like, I cannot believe this. And so it made me feel real good that I started with nothing.
Yeah.
And now I can say that I had something. And it's not because to make anybody feel bad or to make me look better. It's just to see that it's possible to start with nothing and have something. And it makes me feel good. But I think the biggest thing is knowing that God, I always say, I cannot say anything without saying that my God, the creator of the universe, has taken me from not believing that He can do things to believing that He can do great things. And the greatness that is within me is because He said it was always there, but you need to connect with me so I can help you take it out.
Yes.
So there's this thing that made me feel real good.
Yes.
And the business part, I think it's like it started with nothing and not even speaking the language properly, very limited. And people had told me before, I don't know how can you be in business, you don't even speak English very well. I said, me neither.
I don't know either, but I'm doing it.
I don't know, I'm doing it. And it made me feel good when I'm related to all these people. Amazing people at Beavers. I had met people that made it to the top and they're so successful. They can look at me and look like I'm somebody and like really? Right. People think that I can, and they believe in me. They think I can do it. Like the people that help me buy the business, or still people that have a lot of money. I think I could call them millionaires. And they thought I can do it and put this money without me signing anything, just because they trusted.
And believed in you.
Believe in me. So that really makes me feel like real good, like
Yeah,
chosen,
proud.
like I think I feel proud that I didn't go to school. But let me tell you something. I never gave up. I got my GED here, and I went to Blinn College one semester just to know what it feels to go to college, and I didn't like it.
Congratulations.
So I didn't like. I said, go back to my kitchen. This is my passion.
Well, it has been an absolute pleasure, Miss Alejandra, and I know that you have inspired so many others that are looking to possibly go in the same direction that you're going, or even just looking at starting a business in any type of industry. As she said, she didn't have a lot of money. She was one of the best employees, and she always made sure that she stayed connected spiritually in order for her to be able to stay focused. And so that is absolutely amazing. Could you please tell our audience where to find you, where to come get some of that good comfort food in Chappell Hill?
Okay, we located downtown Chappell Hill. The address is 5162 Main Street, and we are there Tuesday through Sunday.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for coming to Expert Speaks, and we look forward to seeing you again, Miss Alejandra. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodbye, everyone.